Hello and welcome back to another installment of Fodder. And as I hinted to last week when I got the information that this week the epic occasion was going to be really good in Jurassic World Alive, we have the event. We know exactly what it's going to look like, and it is good. Let me go through the daily events as far as which creatures you are going to be able to dart. We have 3, 6, 9 different epic creatures. I don't think we've ever had 9 different epic creatures to dart in any given week. Now, before I go into exactly which ones on which days, typically, whenever you have an epic creature that you are able to dart at special event supply drops, you're going to get 3 attempts per unique creature. And by unique, not unique, but individual creature. How about that? Maybe that's a better way to say it. Per individual creature, that's not the case this week. You're only going to get 6 per block. And while some people may say, come on, we should get 9, like, let's be real. This is an amazing week. I'm not going to get hung up on, well, we should have a couple of extra attempts. No, just step out of here with that. This right here, this is a really good week. Okay, so the first thing that we're looking at is Monday and Tuesday. Monday is today. Monday and Tuesday, Titanoboa, Baryonyx, and Majestotherium. Now, you have 2 options here, and really, you really only have one option. Majestotherium is a short-range spawn. I think you can pretty effectively just say, don't dart that one. And that's one that I really like, and I'm still saying, don't dart that one. Then your options are Titanoboa and Baryonyx. Both are exclusive. However, Baryonyx was not always an exclusive. Therefore, most people probably have a plethora of Baryonyx DNA. It is useful. There is an achievement that it has to do with darting Baryonyx. So if you have to do that, now is a good time to do it. But all things being equal, Titanoboa is the way to go. Then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have T-Rex, Scutosaurus, and Maiasaura. Really, T-Rex is everywhere all the time, although it does make up a lot of hybrids. I feel safe to say you can skip this one, no matter where you are in the game. Unless there is a very specific reason why you can justify T-Rex, that is an easy pass. Maiasaura, it makes foe. Foe is a decent cunning creature. It's not as good as it once was. In my opinion, that's kind of an easy pass as well, especially because you have Scutosaurus waiting there for you, which is a like a booster exclusive, an incubator exclusive. So it's pretty easy. Scutosaurus is the way to go on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. 6 attempts. That is going to be nice. There's no hybrid for that, but it will have one at some point. And then Saturday and Sunday, you're going to have 6 attempts total. You're going to have Antarctopelta, Rajasaurus, and Euclidoceros. Honestly, I have seen people in the forums, some people on Discord saying they're going after Raja. Okay, I mean, Raja does make Dio, so I get that. Euclidoceros, there's no reason to dart that really at all. It's out all the time, and then you just have the exclusive, the Arctopelta. Unless you just have a very specific reason, you're close to getting Rajasaurus or Dio Raja leveled up. There really is no reason to go after Rajasaurus. So Arctopelta is the way to go on Saturday and Sunday. As far as the incubators go for the rest of the week, I did not dissect them, but just a quick glance, it looks like we have the 3 epic incubators. Friday's themed incubator looks to be Woolly Mammoth. Great DNA to get there. So a ton of valuable epic DNA to be had this week. Make sure of all the weeks that you're going to put in a little bit of extra time, this is one that you kind of want to put in a little bit of extra time. There's just too much good DNA out there, too much useful DNA out there, too much exclusive DNA out there to take a pass. And because you only have 6 attempts on each of the blocks, that's not a huge time commitment. So make sure you're out there doing that. The only thing that I really noticed while looking at the schedule of events is I thought in the information that I had, it said we were going to be able to get 25,000 coins per day. That is not reflected on the calendar. All I'm seeing is a Sunday coin chase for the 25,000. Not sure what happened there other than Ludia does say that the information they gave was accurate at the time that they sent it to me, but there could still be changes. Maybe that was a change that happened. Anyway, for the rest of the video, I hope you guys enjoy. I kind of did an old school vlog. I went out yesterday, darted a unique, and took on an epic strike tower, and kind of gave some information on what the thought process that I kind of go through to help take down these higher level epic towers in case you are a newer player. If you're an older player, just enjoy the vlog, the old school. If you are a newer player, I kind of go through what I'm thinking in my head when it comes to what creatures am I going to dart, and then furthermore, what creatures am I going to use against a strike tower. And I took it kind of from the standpoint or the vantage point of the player who doesn't have level 30s with boosts and things. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the old school vlog, and we will see you in the next video. Hey, so this is kind of like old times, and actually since there's nobody even around me right now, I'm in an old warehouse neighborhood, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the mask. You can't tell anyways, it blends in with my shirt. But this is old fodder, this is Sunday fodder, and talking about what we had going on this week. And I know it's not of a lot of use for you when you're watching this video, but it'll kind of tell you the thought process that I went through when making my decisions, and hopefully you can kind of use the same thought process to go through your decisions as well in future weeks when I'm not going to do a video and then post it on the exact same day. If we take a quick tour around my screen recording here, you will see that we actually have uniques on the map, and there's been a lot of uniques and legendaries on the map recently. Today is no exception. Our three choices are going to be Eutorynix, Mammalinia, and then off in the distance you see Ardensis Maxima. I actually don't even know which one I'm going to go with. I'm going to make that decision live-ish with you guys. But if we go in and look at what I have available, you'll see my Mammalinia here. It's basically maxed out. I just need to spend the coins, and it is level 30. So that's not a good option for me. If I scroll down a little bit more, you will see my Ardensis Maxima at level 28, halfway to 29. And then it's a long haul to get up to level 30 from here. I have 10 fuses, which is like 200 DNA. You know, I need 750. So from where I'm at here, I need 1250 in order to max this out. Definitely not a bad option, especially because Bracky is it's an exclusive DNA. But before I make my decision, let me scroll down a little bit more and you will see Eutorynix. I'm at level 27, but I do have 1300 DNA. Also, not a bad decision to make here because you have Dracorex, which is also an exclusive DNA creature. If I do some quick math, 400 plus 500, which gets me from 27 to 28, and then 28 to 29 is 900 DNA. I'm at 13, that gives me 412. And from 412, let's see, I need 16, so 750 and 9. I need 1650. I'm about 300 off, and I have no fuses, but that is just because I need 500. So I have 3 fuses, that's roughly 60. We will say that I need 300 DNA. The odds of me getting 300 darting a unique are slim and none. Let's just quickly scroll around here and see what else we have. We have these coin chases, so I'm going to grab that while I'm here. We've had chases on pretty much most Sundays. A lot of things to do here before I make my decision. I'm going to go ahead and just drop a Gigacent because why not? We get plenty of them. Nothing good spawned. I can collect. It is Sunday, which means that you can do epic DNA, and apparently my game is not going to load those, but let's check out what we have in these incubators that are ready to go. The first one is like a 3-hour, so 2 health boost. Definitely need boosts. Dilophosaurus Gen 2, Suchomimus, Spinosaurus, and then we have a 12-hour rare incubator. 5,000 coins. As you can see, I'm at 1.085 million. I spent some leveling up the Hyena Majesto. And then we're going to get Irritator. Very nice. Going to start working on that one a little bit now that my mags is completely maxed out. And then Pastosuchus for 500. Another thing I want to point out on the map that we are going to get to is going to be the Epic Strike Tower. I'll head over there and we'll discuss a thought process for going through Epic Towers. They're not really all that difficult, and I haven't even scoped this one out to see. It's just one turn through. I haven't scoped it out. They're not that difficult now that boosts are involved, and a lot of people who've been playing for a while can just plow through, and it doesn't matter about type advantage or anything. But I'm going to kind of go through and do some type advantage thought process, maybe help some people out who normally struggle to take those down. As far as what I'm going to dart, I'm leaning towards Uterinax, and I will tell you why. Because I like the fact that it has the instant move. I like the fact that it has, let me double check before I make a solid commitment here, but I'm pretty sure it has Rampage and Run, if I'm not mistaken. And the meta is shifting into a swapping meta. Something to keep in mind there. Anything with an and run, and 34% swap prevention is not great. So, I don't know. It kind of depends on what you need. Cunning is not great. So if you went with Brachy or with Ardensis Maxima, definitely wouldn't fault you for that. I'm going to go for Uterinax and see how close I can get to potentially maxing this one out. My guess is, because it is a unique, my guess is probably, what am I going to say? We'll go with one, I'm setting the bar really low, right? I'm going to go with 170 to 180. That is my guess. And I'm not going to sandbag on this. So here we go. Getting this first one to be a direct hit is it's crucial. I still missed. $136. So if I had missed on that first one, I'd have been pretty close. And then there were two others that I just completely whiffed on. So we need 200 more DNA in order to be able to max that thing out. I'm going to head over to the Epic Strike Tower, and then we'll talk about that and kind of a thought process for how to best utilize whatever you may have to take out the more difficult towers. Now that I'm a lot closer to, and in fact, I'm just going to take off this mask completely. Now that I'm a lot closer to the Strike Tower, and you don't even have to be that close. As long as it's inside of your circle, you can battle it. But I figured you guys probably wanted a little bit of change in scenery. I'm going to check out what we have here. We have the Expert Blossom Trial. And this is expert level 21 to 25 is what they suggest. So we're going to jump in here to battle, and we have an Anki, we have a Tujangasaurus, and we have a Brachy. I'm seeing 3 resilient creatures here. Now with that in mind, ideally I want to go with a fierce creature, but because this is a trial, I'm limited. I can only use 1 creature. That makes things a little more difficult, and I'm going to have a heal effect. And to the best of my knowledge, if I scroll through here, there are no fierce creatures. Let's do class. Let's just break this down. Okay, so there are some fierce creatures that have healing properties to them. Let's see, I could probably just take my Hadrolux, smack right through this. But I don't really want to do that. That's not overly helpful to other people. But because these are all resilient creatures, and I'm pretty sure you can just hold down on any of them and you will see what type they are. I'm thinking that fierce counters, and let's see, exactly, like, there's not a lot to choose from here. What does Telemoth have? Telemoth used to be really good. There's like no damage being done here. But I have a Mutual Fury. Oh, and Heal on Escape. So that is out. Definitely not going to go with this. Even though I have a Mutual Fury, that's not going to be great. So obviously I'm going to want something that is higher level. Man, my guess is like, I don't want to lose, obviously. Okay, so here's my Tenanto Rex. That's what I'm going to go with, because if you look, it is completely unboosted. It's level 27, which means it's higher, but that's what you want. You want something that's higher than what you're battling against. But it's unboosted. So it's not like super OP. It does have a shield breaker, it does have a resilient strike, and it does have the ability to distract. So this is what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Tenanto Rex. And I know that may not be super helpful, but I hope the thought process of how I came to this decision was helpful for you. Now, the other side of the coin is I actually have to emerge victorious here. So I'm going to bring in my Tenanto Rex. We're going up against Bracky first. And Bracky's going to go first, and it cannot be slowed. So for me, I just want to do the most damage possible. It looks like almost 3k on the distraction move. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to go straight distraction here. Can't slow it down. I'm not going to be able to get the speed lead. Went for the crit. I think we have 20% chance, which is nice. And I'm just going to go with the baby move in order, my basic move, in order to set up the next creature, just in case they wanted to swap. Sometimes the AI does crazy things, but no swap there, and that's fine. So now we have an Anki, and I can just go straight Thunder here. Straight Thunder for, how much is that? Oh, that's the 4,000. My other attack, which I cannot get this thing to scroll and see. Woo! Look at that frame rate. Obviously, my phone did not like me switching screens there. So now we have Stego here. Should be easy enough to just go with a straight impact. My phone has become accustomed to not being out in the sun. I just hope that this screen recording works. But there you go. Easy little knockout. It is what it is. Obviously, you want to be able to knock this out, and I hope that the tips help you if you don't have a level 27. You see, you could have probably done that with at least 2 levels under, a level 25, maybe a level 24. But let's check out what I have in my incubator. We'll go over one more little new change since the last time I did a vlog style video here. And it's only good on Sundays. Triceratops Gen 2 Tenontosaurus, which is an exclusive DNA to Jengasaurus, which is useful DNA, all good. Bracky, again, exclusive DNA. And then finally, Anki, which, I think it used to be local 4. I have no idea what local it is to now, but it's still really nice DNA. The final thing I want to talk about is on Sundays, you can now request epic DNA from your alliance. I went with RuPaul, which is what I call it. No specific reason why, other than I just don't know what else to ask for. I don't ask for the exclusive DNA because if I need it, everybody else needs it too. And I don't fault the people who ask for the exclusive DNA, but as you can see, like I just don't have much of it. I have plenty of T-Rex that's already been fulfilled. Kentro, I have plenty of, that's already been fulfilled. Raja, we can go. Nice coins if you are able to donate. Snake is another one, exclusive DNA. And then for, is it Athlon there? We can go ahead and hit him up with some Pasto. And yeah, so there you go. That is the ins and the outs of Sunday. It looks like we have a really nice week ahead of us as far as DNA goes. Lots of exclusive Epic DNA is out there for the taking. Make sure you get out there. If you are working on achievements, maybe I'll go into some of those more detail later. But if you are working on achievements, make sure you're paying attention. Get some kind of a checklist to see what you need to get and what you're still lacking. That's really going to pay huge dividends as far as plowing through some of those achievements, especially when it comes to some of those like epics, where you have to get 30 or 40 different epic creatures. You're going to want to make sure you're being the most efficient that you can be. Anyway, that's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time.